Strong enough for a man, smooth enough for a woman. Drink responsibly. Poppy's Bourbon. Strong enough for a man, smooth enough for a woman. Drink responsibly.
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
Hey, top of the morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. I am your host. This is Bad Boy Blaze, but shout out to you. Take action for change. That's our show's topic today. Honey C, good morning. Good morning. Barry Bays, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Appreciate you guys. Glad to have you aboard. Sorry about yesterday, man. Yesterday was crazy. Wednesday morning was pretty tough, but Tuesday evening I had a bit of ran into some trouble Tuesday, man. I was a little bummed out in the beginning, thinking about how I wasn't able to deliver the script for y'all Tuesday night. But as I start thinking about it, the more time went by, the more people were responding or tapping in, to our questions pertaining to Tuesday night show script, the script. Good morning, Yvette. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. So hopefully everybody got their water already. I'm still sipping mine right here. I'm on my baby jug now, but let's get that flush in, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get that nice hydration going. Hydration is really, really good when it comes to early in the morning. First things in the morning, our body's been resting. We've been asleep a good portion of time, hopefully a decent amount of time, being 7 hours plus. But at any rate, however many hours you were able to sleep, wake up and hydrate. 16 ounces down. Says Barry is our water leader this morning. So far, of course, I'm still working on. I was about to claim half of this bottle, even though half of it's gone. I drunk a quarter of it before I went to bed. But I'm on your coattail, Barry. I'm on your coattail. Yeah, it's a perfect way to start your day. Hydration is a big deal. Hydration helps prevent fatigue, replenishes, so just getting up, just getting active, hydration is very important, very important. So, guys gotta get to that. No, Yvette, we won't let you get away with that one here. This is the 5 a.m. club. We are all about getting off on the best foot forward, and there is no liquid better than water. Not coffee, not tea, anything. Water is the purest. So definitely water first before you have anything. And if you must, follow it up with whatever helps you out. Tea, coffee, ginger drinks, whatever. So, yeah, hydration is a big deal. My Far Side shirt today, man. Shout out to Booty Brown. The Far Side group, got a lot of respect for that cat and their group. Those are timeless artists who made timeless music. Yvette says, water also wakes up your organs after being asleep. Yes. I like that. Like everything on me woke when I wake up. I feel really good this morning. I say that to y'all all the time, and I think it's a little bit of a cheat because even mornings that I wake up and maybe I didn't maybe I didn't feel good naturally, but for some reason, when I get right here with y'all, I get cool. I get, it just helps me out that much more. You know what I mean? Knowing that I'm going to be surrounded by a bunch of people who got same or similar struggles, and whatever the case, we're all in it together. You know what I mean? Flip Lids, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Uh-huh. I meant to hit you, Flip Lids. I was in a store, that was last week, and I actually put on a hat. I seen somebody who had hair like mine with a hat on, and I was like, man, that don't look too bad. That look pretty cool. But I know better than just to put on any hat. If I'm gonna put on a hat, I'm gonna put on a Flip Lid. You understand me? The flyest hats in the game. Yeah. So yeah, I might have to get me some more hats, man. I passed them all out and got the crew in them and whatnot. I should have kept one or two for myself. My nephew, by the way, who's never even sent me a picture of him wearing the damn thing. Old City K, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Yes. Come on, spill on in here. Let's do what we does. Yeah. So, once we get past this daylight savings, we talked about this the other day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start getting remote. At least a couple of times a week with the club. Right now, when I wake up, obviously I hydrate and I get a light little workout just to get me flowing. You know what I'm saying? About 100 push-ups or so. But I get my real money. After the club, I'm out of here. I go, get active. Light jogging, some more push-ups, pull-ups, and whatnot. About 45 minutes to an hour, but it's closer to an hour, and it feel real good. So once this daylight saving things switch around, it'll be all right. I'm gonna be able to take y'all with me at least once, maybe twice a week, and we're gonna get active together. So that ought to be pretty cool. I was in Long Beach. I was in Signal Hill last week at the Skyline, and I forgot how dope that was. I forgot how beautiful that view was. It was pretty chilly that evening, but I still had a good time. I still enjoyed the view, and I saw a guy out there with his camera and microphone. He basically uses iPhone, which is more than adequate enough for a lot of the stuff we do. But he had his camera, had his iPhone, a little lighting system, and a tripod, and he was out there with his 3/4 length coat on, beanie, gloves, and he was really talking away. I was trying to listen to him a little bit because he sounded like he know what he was doing, whether he was blogging, whether he was vlogging, or I don't know what kind of filming he was doing, but he seemed like he was really in the groove, as if he was one of these weather people or something. I thought that was pretty cool. So it gave me the idea that I should do that one time or another with the club. I like the structure here. I like that I can really chill and sit here and pay attention and see what's going on with y'all, as well as deliver messages and whatnot. But on the go should be pretty cool too. I couldn't see it turning out to be too bad. Yeah, Flip Lids. Yeah, definitely, man. I better get a couple of more from you. Yeah, get my hat game up. Yeah, especially now that my hair has grown a little more. Before that, my hair probably would have been shriveled up to the top of the hat or whatnot. But now, got a little bit of hang time. So, yeah, it should look pretty cool. Wearing my hats, man. Hat gang. There's actually a gang in the city where I'm from. I'm from LA, and it's just not the furthest from Watts. And there's actually a gang called Hat Gang Watts. don't know very much history about that, but I got a few watch partners that shout out to Watch, shout out to the East Side Homies, period. But I'm gonna ask him about that. I wonder if that gang had anything to do with guys wearing hats. There might have been some cat out there like Flip Liz, man, who came up with a dope style or a dope way to wear his hats and said, man, everybody who fresh like this, man, we got to be from the same gang. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to spill right into it. Any announcements today? Any birthdays this week? Anniversaries? Anything special? Any special announcements? If it's special to you, if it's important to you, it is most certainly important to us. Also, guys, hit that like button. Everybody that came on there, tap that like button. Make sure we get that on out the way. But yeah, any special events? Any major things going on this week? Although this week is almost over, we passed the hump day. Anything special, you guys feel free. Jot that down. We'll make notes of that. Divine Bebop, top of the morning. Welcome to the club. This is the 5 a.m. club. And shout out to y'all. Yeah, today we're going to talk about action plans. A lot of times people talk about what needs to be done, what we would like to accomplish, how soon we'd like to accomplish things, and that's all fine and dandy. But today we're going to talk about things necessary to make things happen, steps to take to achieve goals, not just write them down, not just talk about them. We're going to figure out how to get to it, because that's what we're about here, the 5 a.m. club. And just in case anybody forgot,
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's where we at, 5 a.m. club. Yeah, so when it comes to taking action for change, Dr. Sinister, top of the morning, welcome to the 5 a.m. club. When it comes to taking action, which is important, you got to take action for change. Don't waste time complaining and expecting others to continue to react to your complaints. Don't do it. Instead, take action to make a change. Have to take action to make a change. So I'm going to share with y'all a few rules or a few things that I follow, a few things that I pay attention to throughout my journey when it comes to moving forward, when it comes to accomplishing things, when it comes to getting it done. I talk about journaling. Journaling is very important, but also plan to plan. Plan to plan. Some people say, I'm tired of talking about things. I'm going to start doing it. I'm sick of talking, which is cool. I understand that. But you have to start somewhere. And a lot of times talking is where you start. So I don't never knock the talking. Certainly get to the action as quickly as possible. It's very important. Certainly get to the action. But yeah, don't discount yourself, for speaking it up, because most things, for example, most things that I get to at some point, it starts in my head. I talk about it, and sometimes hearing myself talk, it makes me mindful. It preps me a little more. If I find myself talking about something too long and haven't, made a step in that direction, one of those conversations, I'm gonna get right to it. For example, I was talking to a friend last night, and they suggested that I get more active or put more energy into TikTok. And that's not the first time I heard that. I heard that from another buddy of mine. And this other buddy is a numbers guy like me. I'm all about numbers and paying attention to how things maneuver and, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. So when I heard that, I was like, you know what? I got to get to it. There's so many, benefits. That's why the people who did mention it to me mentioned it to me. There's something there for me. I got to take the time to tinker with it, to play with it, and I most certainly will. I most certainly will. So I've said it to myself a few times. I got a reminder from a friend. So when somebody mentioned it last night, I was like, you know what? And be mindful of this, people. When you got friends who remind you of things more than once, sometimes people feel some kind of way, when it comes to repeating things. So sometimes people feel like, hey, I don't want to keep bringing this up. I don't want to keep sweating them about this. I don't want to keep. So what I like to do is when my friends or people around me bring up certain things that I think is good and that's been repetitive, I like to remind them that it's okay. As I did last night with that particular friend, like, hey, if you have to say this again, don't feel bad. As a matter of fact, I gave them permission, not only permission to bring it back up, but I encouraged it, hoping or saying to myself that I shouldn't need this too much longer. I shouldn't need too many more encouraging words as far as that go. So I said to halfway through that conversation, I'm talking and I'm just like, you know what? I start typing right then and there, only to realize that I already have an account set up. Haven't done much with it, haven't played around with it at all, but I had it set up already. So instantly, before that conversation finished, I posted 2 videos. Who knows? That was a start. Today I'm actually dig deep and pay attention and do a little bit of research, a little study on how it works and what's going on there. Flip Liz says, yes, TikTok is where I got the majority of my followers. Wow. I might have to get a sidebar with you and get a little bit of insight, because I'm brand new. I think I'm at 2 followers, but I know how to play the game, so I'm sure I'm gonna get it quick. Just gained 500 followers from New Zealand on TikTok strictly by shouting them out and being positive. I love that. That's a good game. In the past month, 500 people in New Zealand. I love that. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, we gotta be proactive about things we care about. We gotta be active about things we want to accomplish. So we're gonna talk about some actions. We're gonna talk about things to avoid out here. We're gonna talk about how to gauge yourself, how to rate yourself and whatnot. But today's theme is all about action. Take action for change. If you won't change, which all of us do here, this is what we're here for. So personal change, family change, group change, dynamic change, relationship change, whatever it is, we're all about it here. So we're gonna stick with it and get to it. One thing that I've learned is you can't expect honesty from people who lie to themselves. You can't expect honesty from people who lie to themselves. A lot of people, JD, good morning, Fort Worth, Texas, officially checked in. You can't expect honesty from people who lie to themselves. And we got to pay attention to that, because we keep people around us and everybody's responsible for themselves. But sometimes people around us, we get offended when they tell us certain things or share certain information, or we deal with some misdirection or misleading information. But people a lot of times, pay attention, people believe some of the stuff that they tell us. And that's what makes the difference to me. That's what makes me feel like I should be angry or I should be accepting, whether you are honest or not, and not whether you're right or not. It's a difference between right and being honest. Being right is factual. I believe being honest, to the individual is a feeling. You feel like you're being honest. You feel like you're being. That's how people pass lie detector tests. It doesn't mean you're 100% truth or you're 100% liar. Some people really believe they own shit, and it's because they lied to themselves. I'm sure we're all guilty of it. How many of us had a terrible partner, knew they were terrible, or people told us how terrible they were, and we lied to ourselves, for convenience, for love, for companionship, for whatever purpose or reason we did it. We lied to ourselves about what it was. So when somebody say, are they cool? Are you happy? That's what our answers are going to reflect. That original lie we told ourselves. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm cool. Yes, 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 yes. Nobody knows how or why you end up with a divorce the next month, or how you totally not talking to a particular individual a month later because you were lying to yourself. It's not real. It's not real. So be careful. You can't expect honesty from people who lie to themselves. So, be prepared for that. Also, another tip, train yourself to let people win arguments on purpose to conserve your mental health. That is a very big practice of mine, and I encourage you to adopt that. I train myself to let people win arguments on purpose to conserve my mental health, because real people, people like me, people like you guys, we're all open here. So there would never be any reason for people like us to argue with each other, because we're all about the bottom line. So if three of us started talking at one time, if three of us started sharing a point and we're all trying to get to the same place, we don't really care who gets us there. It's all about what makes sense. It's all about the information. It's all about the accuracy of the information. That's it. That's it. I mentioned, my interest in TikTok, and, Barry said one thing, Flip Liz says something. We're not pointing to see who know more, who got the most information, the most followers. We are here for the information. The information. And we're going to take all the information, we're going to dump it and or we're going to throw it up in the air, and we're going to step back from it. That's it. And we're going to figure out what works. What works. The way I like to put that is, when it comes to my different ideas and ventures and hustles is, I like to say that I'm just constantly throwing shit at the wall until something sticks. You know what I mean? Something is going to stick. If us as a group right now figure out something we like to accomplish collectively, that doesn't require us to live across the street or next door to each other, that doesn't require us to be blood or family members, if we decide that we want to do something collectively with just us right here, just us right here, right now, we can do it. We can do it. And it won't be a big deal. We'll collectively come together, we'll develop ideas, we'll figure it out, and we will move toward that goal together. I wish life was like that. For the most part, I wish all of our friends were like that. I wish all of our family members were like that. But another thing I like to say is wishing is for suckers. No suckers live here. This is a game. This is game. Barry said this is free game. I like to make an amendment to that. This game here is not even free. Everybody here is earning a position here. I like that, Flip Liz, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure, I'm game. Yeah, everybody here earning a position here. Some of you guys are actually getting up at 4 something to make sure you're here at the 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. club. Some of you guys are on the other side of the coast, and it's actually 8 o'clock, but you're already knee deep into what you're doing, and you make a conscious effort or note to squeeze some minutes before 8 o'clock comes to make sure you hear or you tap into the 5 a.m. club. Some people are seriously busy in whatever they're working on, whatever kind of job they have, that they can't even watch, they can't even tune in with us here at the 5 a.m. club at 5 a.m. They actually have to do it at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. And that says a lot. You know what I mean? That's dedication, that's hunger, that's willing, that's participation. So we're a special club here, period. Special group here, period. Anybody who clicks on something called the 5 a.m. club, it takes a special kind of person. When you read certain things, when you see certain words, when you see certain phrases in alignment, you're just like, they ring certain bells. They make you think certain thoughts. They make you feel certain ways. And if you feel anything remotely close to what we feel here, then this is where you belong. You're in the right place. Good morning. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Barry say, speaking of that, everyone take a second to like to be, yeah, absolutely. What Barry said, man. Yeah, follow that guy. Thursday. Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, y'all already know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow is the day that we check in with our weekly goals. I forgot to, I jotted a few of you guys' weekly goals down Monday. I forgot to put mines out there. But I end up, I talked to my son later on Monday night. Obviously, we do our club top of the morning. But I talked to my son later that evening, Monday, and I was explaining to him, about our meeting here and what we do and how much fun we have. And I told him about our goal thing, our weekly goals. And then I thought, you know what? That's something awesome that we share. We share it because it's awesome, because it's cool, because it's motivating. And why would I not share that with my son? So I told him, dang, son, I forgot to tell my club what my weekly challenge was, what my weekly goal was. And I thought about it right then and there. And I took that opportunity to ask him, does he have a weekly goal? And guess what? He did not. So I took that opportunity to go ahead and include him in this awesome thing that we are already a part of. So he mentioned that he had a math test this week, which is either today or tomorrow, and he'd like to get an A or B on it. So I just made sure that it was a realistic goal, that it was something possible. And once we discovered whether it was possible or not, we went on and marked it down. So my weekly goal was to, I had started that park mission, that outside workout a couple of times last week after the club, and it felt good. I really pushed myself pretty hard, and it felt good. So I said, you know what? My weekly goal this week is for me to immediately after the club, get right to it. Get an hour at this particular park. And it felt good. It was really awesome. I mashed, I pushed, and it's been going. Yesterday, I did it at a different time of day, but I still made sure I accomplished it.
JD Jimerson, shout out to myself. You tapped into the 5 a.m. club. What up, Blaze?
Yeah. So yesterday, I did it at a different time of day, but I still got it done because I was feeling it, pretty motivated. Yeah, so I've been on it. Old City Kane said that would be great if we can come together and build something like a Reddit group with the AMC thing. Not really familiar with that, but thank you anyway. I'm gonna make a note of that and take a look at that. But yeah, I agree. I think we should. I think we could and should create something, even if for shits and giggles. How awesome would that be for us? We're already a group to have a live testimony, you know? Like we actually said that we were going to do this. It came up as a topic, as an idea, as something to discuss. And we took that topic idea and turned it into something real, turned it into something legitimate. So I agree with that. I'm going to follow up on that. And yeah, I think we should get to it. Why not? It's positive. It's awesome. All right. So moving forward with ideas and advice about taking action. You'll be 10 times happier if you forgive your parents and stop blaming them for your problems. 10 times happier. Forgive your parents and stop blaming them for your problems. Personally, I didn't have no silver spoon upbringing. I didn't have the perfect life, the perfect nothing, you know. And for a while, I was a little upset at my parents. I was a little upset about certain things. And I got to a place of understanding. And that's what helped me get to the road of forgiveness, understanding. And simply put, I realized one thing, that whatever my life is, whatever my parents did or did not do, they didn't go up and leave me down. You know, my mother and father's no king and queen that left me, you know, in Peasantville. It didn't happen. It didn't happen for me. And I'm almost certain that that's not the case for you guys. You know, I'm almost certain that that's not the case for you guys. If your mother and father are kings and queens and they threw you into a village, you know, with bastards or whatever, then you have a legitimate reason to be upset. But if you think hard enough, you'll find a reason, or you'll find a point of forgiveness. For me, it was easy because my case, which is it's like you guys, I'm certain of it. 90% of the times, we are actually doing better than our parents. We are better parents. We were better students. We're better citizens, and that's the way it's designed to be. That's the way it's designed to be. Unfortunately for me, the era that was before me was an era of, who do you think you are? You think you're smarter than me? You think you're better than me? And frankly speaking, is this thing on? Yes, I am better than you. Yes, I am smarter than you. As I should be. You know what I mean? As I should be. Because imagine my son growing up and he's not smarter than me. He's not stronger than me. He's not richer than me. He's not more advanced than me. If that somehow takes place, then I have not done my job. You know, I have not done my job if he's not bigger, better, faster, stronger. You know, Barry says sometimes you may not even feel better about your parents, but you owe it to yourself to drop that baggage off and get things going for yourself. Absolutely, absolutely. But trust me, when you get to understanding, you know, just to piggyback on Barry Beige here, when you get to understanding, you will forgive them because you understand that. So this is another thing that I tell myself, or I ask myself, when it comes to friends, relationship, or people in general. When people do stuff that bother me, I ask this one question: did this person wake up in the morning and say to themselves, how can I ruin Blaze's day? How can I get on Blaze's nerve? And if the answer is no, that I don't think that they woke up trying to figure out how to piss me off, if that answer is no, then that's enough for forgiveness right there. That's it right there. You know, if whatever happened with your parents, wasn't on purpose. And I'm almost certain that, it wasn't. I mean, even if they directly did things, when I say on purpose, I mean they had all the knowledge behind what they were doing. Most of the time they don't. Showtime, the comedian, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club. Appreciate you. The Real Cheap TV. Good morning. Glad you stumbled on in here. We appreciate you as always. Power Business Move. Love Power Business Move. Definitely tap in, man. After you finish your Power Business Move, get back to this because we got some good game for you, man, regarding that. And we certainly like to hear about whatever's going on with you. If it's, if that's okay, if it ain't too private. Sometimes, we make business move. That reminds me of another piece of advice. You'll lose 99% of close friends if you start upgrading your life. So that's one of the things that I know and I pay attention to. So sometimes it's good not to say nothing at all. Even when you trust close friends and family, let them know nothing about you. It's a deep one right there, but very serious, very true. Old City Kane says we're 2.0 of our parents and our kids should be our upgrades. Absolutely. If not, then you did something wrong. Period. You're not the upgraded version of your parents, then you've done something wrong. Divine Bebop says children devour their parents in the metaphorical sense of succession and generational changes. That should certainly be the case. That should certainly be the case. But like I said, back to the direction we're going. Even when you trust close friends and families, let them know nothing about you. That's a rule that I stick to. I've been applying it a lot more because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes in my creativity, I get really excited about certain things. I get really excited sometimes, and I want to share. I want to share with people around me, friends, loved ones. I want to share, and that's not always the best thing. In fact, in most cases, it is not a good thing. Sadly, it's not a good thing. The people who know, the people who need to know already know because they're involved one way or another, directly or indirectly. So, do less talking and more walking. Less talking and more walking, accomplish things, get to it. Also remember that the government, politicians are dirtbags. They'll never save you from your problems. I don't care who it is, who you are, what they say. Government and politicians are dirtbags and they'll never save you from your problems. They won't do it. They won't do it. So never expect that. That'll save you from a lot of stress, a lot of headaches, false hopes and dreams. Don't even expect that. Just know what it is. Old City Kane says, so when should we share? When should we share? We should share through our actions. We should share through our actions. When Barry Beige finished one of these great voiceovers, when he finished putting, some nice sound to one of these animated series or something, and he says to us, "Oh, hey guys, y'all do me a favor, man. Today I'm gonna be releasing, this voiceover thing I've been working on for a while. I'm gonna drop it today at about 3 p.m. You guys have a moment, please. I'd like you guys to take a look and check it out. Tell me what y'all think." That's a good time to share when you're done. Other than that, anybody else who need to know will know because they'll be a part of your program. You'll have an engineer, you have a producer, you'll have a co-creator, you'll have whatever whatever you need to accomplish what you're accomplishing, whoever you need will know, because that's what they do. That's what they're part of. And generally, those are not the kind of people you have to worry about. You know, it's the friends and family who are doing different things, who won't understand what it is that you do, who may want to add their 2 cents in when they don't even have 2 cents for themselves. You know, so share it when you're ready, when it's ready, when nobody can talk you out of it. If Barry say, yeah, I'm dropping it at 3 o'clock today. If one of us say, I don't think that's a good idea, bro. You shouldn't have done that. You should have probably went this route and that route. It's too late. It's done. That's happening at 3 o'clock. I'll listen to what you got to say if it's pertinent to me, and I'll talk about making changes for the next one. But this is a wrap. You know what I mean? Those are the benefits, you know, you get from sharing properly at proper times and with proper people. Barry says people are so comfortable with who you have been, they're afraid to see who you can become. That is beautiful. Let's jot that down here. Let's get that up on the screen, man. That's true. That is true, Barry. Can't stress that enough. Can't stress it enough. You know, even when you trust close friends and family, it has little effect on how things actually, you know, we have to, it's like separating business from pleasure, business from emotion. You know, you have to be able to do that. It'll be very, very beneficial to anybody who's trying to accomplish anything real. So yeah, that's a very, very interesting and good point right there, Barry. I like that. Divine Bebop says it's the worst when it comes from people you admire. I agree. I agree totally. Totally. Because I had an incident like that over the last couple of weeks where somebody I totally looked up to, somebody I really admired, really displayed an obvious weakness. And I was a bit of a letdown. You know, that was like, whoa. But, you know, it's important to stay on your path. It's important to stay on your mission and acknowledge things, you know, as they come. But yeah, that's an interesting point out right there. Yeah, it does feel a little bit different when it's people you look up to, when it's people you admire. You know what I mean? It may just be a sign to place your admiration with people who deserve it. Perhaps, you know, let your admiration fall where it may. You know, just make necessary adjustments. That's all. Just make the necessary adjustments. Don't be easily, you know, pushed off your rocker. You know, you admire who you want to admire. And when you see something, you know, you don't like or you don't approve of, know that that's just what it is. You know, unless you're modeling your business or your life after this person. If you're modeling your business or life after this person, then again, you make the necessary adjustments, you know, so that you don't end up there. That's what those situations are for. So yeah, I totally agree with that, 100%. Also, I'm going to bust a few bubbles, you know, ruin a few dreams and hopes for people, but don't worry about it. If it's ruined, if I bust your bubble or your dream, then, you know, you owe me a thank you. Don't be upset. But this one's going to sting a lot of people. When it comes to jobs, when it comes to working, you know, a salary is the drug that your employer gives you to forget your dreams. So always remember that. A salary is a drug that your employer gives you to forget your dreams. And sometimes they give you a large chunk of money. They give you a large chunk of money to keep you building their dreams. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. You know, you got to be careful. You know, the money sounds good. We all out here. We need it. We're chasing it. We got to make it happen. But let's not forget the reason we're chasing it. Let's not forget the reason that we're after it. Me personally, I can give two shits about that green rectangle. If I was to create money, it'd be baby blue, be shorter, it'd be smoother, it'd be more sanitary, but blah blah blah. I ain't created nothing. It's already created. I don't need to create it. It's already created. Know what it is, know what its purpose is, and know why you are chasing it. I don't care about money per se. You know, it's not about that funky green dollar. It's about economic status. It's about position. It's about leverage, you know, to get closer to provide and protect for my family and my loved ones. It's about being able to, you know, expand, help out my friends and family, help out my community, you know, build up things that inspire me, continue to be an inspiration, you know, whatever I can do. But yeah, don't make no mistake about it. You know, so you know they do these things on purpose. I've been in situations where I was like, you know, I appreciate it here. It's been well, it's been swell. But I'll give you guys about another 2 months out of me. I'll give you guys another month out of me, and I'm out of here. And they're like, oh no. What can we do, Blaze? What can we do? Well, we need to throw a few more bucks up there. Yeah, that would help. But is it really the few bucks that I need? In my case, it wasn't. I didn't need the few extra dollars. I needed the few extra minutes. I needed the few extra winks of sleep, you know, to get busy on my creation. I needed that extra time to network and mingle and connect pieces of a puzzle that means something to me. You know what I mean? I needed to connect and make things happen for myself. So sometimes we go on rides, and they're temporary rides, and that's okay. You know, those are temporary rides we go on. It's okay when you building a dream and it's a train or a plane or a bus going in the same direction that you're going. You know, I'm here in California. I'm trying to get to New York, and I catch a flight or a plane or train headed to New Jersey. Jersey is a lot closer to New York than California. It's okay for me to hop on that train with Barry Beige. Barry Beige is headed down to New Jersey to secure, you know, his $1 million dream. And on his way to secure that dream, it doesn't hurt him to have a co-pilot. It doesn't hurt him to have a passenger. And for me, my dream is in New York, you know, per se. And it certainly helps me because he's getting me a lot closer to New York on his drive to Jersey from California than I am, you know. So yeah. Sometimes your dreams are aligned or in the direction or close to somebody else's, and you guys can actually work together. You know what I mean? You guys can actually work together, and that's okay. And there's also situations where you got to go be a part of something that has nothing to do. Well, I won't say nothing, but that has very little to do with what your personal dreams and aspirations are, but necessary. You need those extra coins. You need that time of security. You need whatever. And it's a stepping stone to get to where you want to go. You know, and that's okay too. You know, some of y'all might be, I don't know, working at some factory. You don't want to own a factory. You don't want to be a factory manager. You could care less about that factory. That factory brings you money. You take that money home, you pay your bills, you take care of your family, and you put some away for your real dream, which is whatever your real dream is. And that's okay. But be careful in that factory. Be careful in that wherever you are. Because that salary is a drug. that they doping you up with so you can forget your dreams. Never forget your dreams. Never forget your dreams. You know, so you know, be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. If we continue to wait for the right time, okay, you'll waste your entire life and nothing will happen. If we continue to wait for the right time, the time's not right yet. No, it's not. I'm just, you know, I'm waiting for it. You are going to continue to wait, and you're going to wait forever. You're going to wait forever. No time is the right time. No time is the right time. Now is the right time. Now is the right time. There's no right time. There's no right person. There's no, you do what you have to do and watch how things line up. There's so many things that I changed in my personal life about what I believe and how I think. And when I made these changes, you would be surprised the way different outcomes came about in my life. And I won't tell you that my life changed dramatically. I mean, it did, but it's not that the streets that I drove down were different. It's not that the people that I, you know, ended up being around changed. They didn't. The way I viewed them, the way I seen things that I had been seeing, I see them different now. And those things are all the difference in the world. How many of you guys worked a job that when you got to this job, you knew nothing about paper cups? You work at a factory, you guys create paper cups, or you guys distribute paper cups, or you guys label paper cups, whatever. You knew nothing about this, nothing. And ever since you got that job, every time you and your family go out, every time you are out and you're having lunch, dinner, breakfast, and you drink or see a paper cup, you look at it different. You're like, that's very poorly made right there. We make very good quality ones here, and I can look at that one and tell that that's just a cheap one that they making extra money off of. Or you see a cup and say, whoa, they spend a lot of money into this because we make cups and we don't even do that, but we make quality. You know, you start noticing things that you didn't notice before. Paper cups are not new. Whatever you notice is not new. It's always been there, but you didn't pay attention to it as much. You just didn't pay attention to it as much. You know? So yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, we got to pay attention. Flip Lid says, yes, we are an S Corp now, and I have one investor interested, yet nothing sealed in stone yet. Yeah. Yeah, S Corps. Corporations are very important. For anybody who want to do business, corporations. But Flip Liz, if you don't mind me asking, what made you decide to go to an S Corp? Because there's several different corporations. You got a C. Your C Corp is your more commonly known standard corp. So S Corp, C Corps, LLC, sole proprietorships, and whatnot. The difference between the S Corp and the C Corp depends on the type of business you're going to be doing and whether you're going to have employees or whether you're going to be doing most of the things with a small group or by yourself. Mr. Tan, top of the morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. club, man. Yeah, I see your comment today. Yeah, if any of y'all don't know, man, that's Mr. Tan, man. Mr. Tan from the group Militia, from the movie Baby Boys, soundtrack with Tyrese, Snoop Dogg. That's my big brother, man. So, yeah, shout out Mr. Tan. If you guys follow him already, that's cool. If you don't follow him, it's Mr. Tan _official on Instagram. So y'all tap in and you know, get in with my big bro. Yeah. That was we talked. Oh, the S Corps and C Corps. Yeah, C Corps and S Corps. Yeah, the biggest difference that I learned is tax bracket. You You know, if you're gonna have employees, if you're gonna have packages, you know, with health insurance and all that stuff, yeah, S corps have proved to be more useful in that sense. You know, my information. Yeah, Barry, shout out, man. Definitely follow Mr. Tan. That's a real dude right there, man. Real brother, doing some real stuff. So yeah, he you know, he be in action top of the morning. So he stay tuned in with us. You know, every now and then he might get a break and, you know, get to type in and interact with us. But yeah, so Flip Liz, maybe you should come on here face to face and talk about your business. You might have an investor in the 5 a.m. club. You're absolutely right. This is a spot where we can do it. And Fridays are the days that we do it if you want to. Fridays are the days that we're going to talk about our weekly goals. We're going to, you know, we accomplish them or not. You know, it's not about actually getting it done. As long as we put our best foot forward and we don't accomplish it this week, we will accomplish it next week. That's all it is to it. But Fridays, man, I'm gonna definitely jot down. I jot down Monday. Friday, we'll talk about our weekly goals, our weekly accomplishments. But also, if any of you guys want to actually get on here, today is a good day to let me know. Get in my inbox. We can get you all set up today, tonight, or I'll schedule it so that we know that I got you guys all. I'll send you guys the link. And we can be situated for tomorrow morning. How you here ready? We don't got to be fidgeting around. I don't got to be, I'm going to send it. Did you get it? We'll have all that taken care of ahead of time. And we'll be ready for action here at the 5 a.m. club. But I'm excited about y'all. I'm excited about this group. I'm excited about what we're doing. I'm excited about what we're talking about. I love it because, you know, when we communicate, when we share information, you know, when you guys share stuff with your friends and family or loved ones, same way I share with friends, family, and loved ones, you're not only talking to them, you're talking to yourself. So I love that kind of stuff, you know. Barry, man, have a good day. Always appreciate you, man. You know, I don't even gotta. I'm gonna stop. Good morning to you, man. You a member here, man. We have to put you on up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but have a good day, man. Appreciate you always, your support, man. I'll see you tomorrow morning and continue drinking that water, man. I know you're 16. You should be about 24 ounces in now. But yeah, you're off to a good start, bro. I appreciate you, and we'll tap in with you. Flip Lit says S Corp separates my business from myself. The LLC didn't protect my business as far as funds, separating my personal issues from the business. Well, a corporation by definition, Flip Liz, a corporation by definition is a legal person. So once you establish a corporation, you are automatically separated from your funds. So a corporation is, by definition, a legal person. So the type of corporation you set up will be, you know, determined by the type of business you want to do. You know, yeah, we can get into that if you want to sometime later today, or you know, DM, you got my number, so you can hit me and we can get into it. I'll share the information that I know as far as this goes, and you know, if I can help you out with that, you know, certainly no worries. But yeah, C Corp, you get better tax breaks if you don't have a lot of employees, if your business is not, you know, employee driven. But so definitely, you know, you can just Google that S Corp versus C Corp, and it'll break it down. A limited LLC it stands for limited liability company. So you know that's protecting your funds. You have to actively take the steps necessary to protect yourself too. Sometimes you start a corp and you don't have nothing to go on. You don't have any credit or nothing, and sometimes you got to guarantee your credit personally. You know, if that's the case, if you can't wait to build up, you know, your corp credit, you know, you have to guarantee it yourself. And, you know, that's a different show, but we definitely get into it, man. Yeah. So, you know, that'd be pretty dope. Yeah. So, you know, we're about coming to that hour, man. We're about wrapping it up for this hour. But before we get out of here, I'd like to share something with y'all, you know, and you know, related to our theme for the day. of take action for change. I'd like to tell y'all about the about a smart man's joke. All right, this is the story of a smart man's joke. So, a man was participating in town hall meetings in this particular, city town area, right? And every time he would go to these meetings, people always sitting around complaining about things going on. Now, everybody take this and relate it to your life, related to your situation, because we all deal with that. We all are part of something, whether we go to a job, a school, a group, a family meeting, and there's people sitting around complaining all the time. So this guy will go to these meetings, meeting after meeting. Every week it was the same thing. Blah, blah, blah. Bunch of complainers. Everybody complaining about this, complaining about that, And one day, he came up with this idea. He walks into the meeting. He jumps up, say, "Hey, I'd like to speak." Let him spoke. He jumped on the microphone and he told this joke. Now, when he told this joke, it was hilarious. And I know a thing or two about hilarity. I'm around some hilarious guys. I mean, the chat room goons and Craig Facts. I mean, these guys are hilarious. So he got up there and told a hilarious joke. And when he told this joke, everybody in that town hall meeting busted up. They all dying laughing. Ha ha. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Right? So after they stopped laughing, he told the joke again. So when he told the joke again, few people laughed. Honey C, have a beautiful day. Thank you for your participation here at the 5 a.m. club. You're gonna be on the list with Barry Page. I'm gonna stop telling you good morning too. You guys are members here. This is gonna be our church. You know what I mean? This is our church already, but we're gonna have ushers, a choir. Anyway, have a beautiful day. We'll get all that together moving forward. So he told that joke. Everybody busted up laughing. He told the same joke again as soon as they stopped laughing. And, few people still laughing, laughed again. And when those people quieted down, he told the same joke again. Now, this time when he'd tell a joke, it was more like, 3, 4 people. You know what I'm saying? And after the 3, 4 people finished with they heckling, he tells the joke again. That's the 4th time he tells the exact same joke. And by the 4th time he told this joke, nobody laughed at all. People looked around, they looked at him, and he says to them, what happened? Why aren't you guys laughing? I said, bro, I mean, you're saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It was funny at first, but now it's just, he said, good. That's exactly how I feel when I show up to these town meetings every week and all y'all sitting around with these same complaints week after week, the same complaint, So, the moral to that story is don't waste your time complaining and expecting others to continue to react to your complaint. Instead, take actions to make a change. So while people sitting around complaining about things, when people sitting around talking about things that they want to do or that they don't like or that's bothering them, and you know what I mean? Don't continue to be a part of that. Just imagine somebody telling you a joke and then telling you again and again the exact same joke. Would you laugh with the same energy every time? No. So when it comes to complaints, when it comes to things that's happening in your life, Don't keep saying the same thing and reacting the same. You shouldn't have that same reaction. You know, every time you think about it, every time you hear it, every time it takes place, it should dwindle less and less until it is not funny at all, until it is not cool at all, till it's not cool at all, you know? And that's the way we got to look at things, man. That's the way we got to deal with them. So that's been the 5 a.m. club this morning. I love you all. I appreciate y'all. And, you know, everybody who support what we're doing here, hitting those like buttons, who's sharing our the channel, who's spreading the page. If you hear from another platform, certainly log on to YouTube and subscribe to my channel. It's Blaze the God. That's THAGOD, one word, Blaze the God. And appreciate y'all. Have a lovely day. And don't forget,
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, EBT. I take cash out, Venmo.
yeah, man. So again, I love y'all, man. And you know, y'all have an excellent day. I look forward to tomorrow. And if anybody want to get on here with me tomorrow, anybody want to tap in, you know, let's do it. You know, DM me, get in my box, and we out of here for real this time. And again, if you got anything out of today, if you get anything out of the 5 a.m. program with us,
I take cash out, Venmo, Zelle, EBT, EBT. I take cash out.